Good day, folks. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to create a fake or fabricated two-way text message conversation, which you can use to spark student attention, interest, and motivation in your classroom. This website that I'm about to show you is one that I actually use in my math classes to help stimulate mathematical conversations. But this site can actually be used for almost any content area. So, first thing I want you to do is open up a web browser on a computer, tablet, or smartphone. You may use either Firefox, Explorer, Safari, or Chrome. Alright, as you can see here, I've got my browser up. I'm using Internet Explorer for this, and I've already got Google up here, but you just need to open up your browser. Next, you're going to type in the following web address. So, right up here, we're going to write www.ios8text.com. So that's www.ios8text.com. Alright, when the website opens up, you should see an iPhone 6 here. I'm scrolling up and down, you can see that right there. And you'll see a preloaded fake text message conversation here. You've got some other buttons here, other options, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Alright, so now that you have the website up and running, I want you to make sure that you could see a blue button near the bottom left-hand corner of the screen that says Add Message. Now, at the current time, there is no blue button that says Add Message at the bottom of the screen. So what you have to do is you're going to push Control and minus. And what that's going to do is it's going to minimize your font size so that you can see this button right here that says Add Message. Okay, once you see that button, you're ready to create your fake text. Alright, so you can do a lot of things with this. You can start out by going to Settings, and you've got a lot of options. And this is just to create some realism to your fake text message. So here for name, I'm going to write Mike. And let's say I don't like AT&T, let me write Verizon. I could even change the time of day. Let's say I want this to be 2 p.m. instead of the time that was there. Again, there's a lot of different things you can do. I'm just going to change some of these features. Whoops. Let's go back here. Now, I can also change the battery life. Let's just say we want it at 88%. The connection, okay, we can say this is on Wi-Fi, 4G, 3G. Let's just say we're on a 4G connection. Alright, now we're going to get to the most important part, which is the actual creation of the fake message. All the other things are just, again, to make it as realistic as possible. So now we're here and we've clicked on messages and we want to see these different circles here, gray, green, blue, timestamp, and we have a little box to type in our text. So I'm going to create a fake text and I'm going to go to gray. Now, if you're familiar with an iPhone, you know that gray means incoming. It's an incoming text message. You know that green is outgoing, but it's not an iMessage. And you know that blue is also outgoing, but is an iMessage. So again, you don't have to worry too much about this if you don't want to make it that realistic, but I'm going to try to do this as realistic as possible. So I'm going to say, okay, I've got gray, and I'm going to say, hey dude, and I'm going to push Add Message. So this is Mike, who is texting us and saying, hey dude. I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to go to blue, and I'm going to write, what's up? And I'm going to add that message. Okay, now I want to make this look like a two-way conversation, so I'm going to go back to gray, and I'm going to write, need help with this problem! Exclamation point. Okay, so this is Mike in gray, and this is us responding back to him in blue. Okay, so now that he says, I need help with this problem, we need to upload a problem. So right here it says click here to upload an image. I'm going to do that. I've got an image I've already selected for my fake text problem. And as you can see, I have now got a math problem here. Alright, so at this point I could keep writing more messages, but the point is to stimulate a mathematical conversation. And this is how I use this in my math class. At this point, I'll put this up as a warm-up, or maybe even an exit ticket, you know, some way to review a concept we've studied before. And what I usually do is say, okay, class, I want you guys to respond back to Mike and write at least 2 sentences explaining how you would help him with this problem. I wouldn't emphasize using text language such as LOL. Like, I really want them to use academic language and conventions. So I'll have them write it out how they would in an essay form, or you know, just if they were having an audience that wasn't their friend. And another way I might use this is I might just have them orally discuss this with their elbow partner. You know, I might not even have them write anything. I might just use this to say, okay, well, what would you respond back to Mike? And just talk about it with your partner. The point is that you could use this in a lot of different ways. And it's better than just assigning them 100 cylinder problems on a worksheet. You know, this is a lot more interesting, catches their attention, you know, does a lot more than your typical worksheet. Okay, so now let's get back to the last step, which is you can actually download this image. If you don't want to show kids where this comes from, you can go ahead and download the image up here in the top right hand corner. Okay, so if you push download image, you're going to notice that it comes out here on the right, but it's blurry. So my only complaint with this is that it's going to require you to like this on Facebook. And if you're like me, you don't have a Facebook account, there's a way around this. Okay, you can actually just take a screenshot on the page that we were at before. Especially if you do this on an iPad or an iPhone, it's easy to just take a screenshot of what you just created before you download the image, because then this problem is going to happen and it's going to make you go through Facebook and go through all that. So again, if you do this on iPad, or if you have some screen capture software, you can just capture a screenshot at the screen that we were at before. So that's pretty much it. I know this website can be used for a lot of other reasons. You know, you can play pranks on people, and you can also do some other sinister things. But if you use this appropriately, there's definitely some major educational value. It's very fun and easy way to kind of trick your kids into doing some writing or doing some discussion. And again, you can use this for any content area. Every time I've used this website, the kids really get a kick out of it, and it just helps them review and solidify things that we've learned the day before or a week before. It's a great review tool, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and I hope you have fun.